But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my prayer is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly of my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For the sake of Christ, then, I am content with weakness, insult, hardship, persecution, and calamities. For I am weak, then I am strong. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, 9 to 10. Good morning. Welcome to Faith Expression. This morning our topic is their want is failure, not success. Their want is failure, not success. Beloved, the world is programmed to compete with you on all fronts. It competes with you from the very beginning of your life to the last breath you take. From your father's epidermis to the mother's ovaries, you compete. The world sets school for you to learn. It sets exams for you to pass or fail. It sets interviews for you to pass or fail. It sets you to compete to win over a lady's love. It sets you to be successful in your chosen career, or you fail. Beloved, you are applauded greatly when you succeed. But beneath the applause are millions which had wished or ever wished you fail. Note this, beloved. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Failure is not a loss. It is a gain. You learn, you change, you grow. It is battle to make 1,000 failures than to be too cowardly to ever undertake anything, as written by Clovis J. Chabel. I repeat, it is better to make 1,000 failures than to be too cowardly to ever undertake anything. Now the question is, why is the world interested in your failure? Beloved, the paparazzi industry, those seems to constantly applaud your success, are more interested in your gossip of your failure. The gossip industry is a billion-dollar industry that thrives off your sensational stories of failure over adversary wants. All they seek for by your adversary is for your mistake to mock you, but God can use your mistake to bless you. Beloved, the people around you are waiting to define your personality all around you by your failures. I'm here to tell you, your failure is not final. Malachi chapter 7 verse 8 says, rejoice not against me, O my enemies. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. Don't be quick to hang yourself like Judas, because even in his betrayal of our Lord Jesus Christ, there is salvation to mankind. Peter denied Jesus 3 times, but it was Peter who preached on the day of Pentecost. Beloved, don't be quick to kill yourself, because our God has a way of bringing things back to the track. As long as you are alive, as long as you have breath, you have a chance. The world is definitely waiting for your failure. It may feel like the world is finished with you, but God is not. Maybe you failed, but you are not a failure. You made a mistake, but you are not a mistake. Beloved, there is life after the fall. God's grace extends beyond your worst decisions. Down is not your destiny. God is calling you up like Jesus brought Peter to the upper room where he had his powerful experience after the worst mistake. Let your sensational story or your sensational story be a comeback story. Now somebody asks, why all this? To our failure. Why do people so much interested in our failure? In our failure stories, we have a spiritual enemy who is not happy with our success, but our failures. Our enemy, Satan, is more particular about our failure to our success. And it's all dependent on you. For you to be successful, for you to accept his decisions in your life. Sometimes before you even fail, because of anxious thoughts, we feel like failures. We think as if it doesn't work. What if God doesn't answer? You must not let fear overtake us. You must trust the Lord. Go to the Lord in prayer. If a door is for you to enter, then it will remain open. If God closes the door, don't worry. He is an even better one open for you. Spend time with him in prayer and allow him to guide you. Beloved, be careful when our proud is loud, because in our proud of your success lies the enemy waiting for you to become a failure. We have to be very careful, because the enemy, all what he desires is to make sure that what? You will fail. God's plan for you is not for you to be a failure, but to be what? Successful. The enemy has a way to progress to get to you. Know this, as written in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. And no wonder, for Satan disguises himself as angel of light. I would like you to pay attention to what I'm about to say here. It is crucial, obvious, and a must-known secret. All those enemies of progress surrounding you mimic the failure nature of Satan. Satan will never approach you or approach mankind to savage-looking appearance. He will come to you in his true identity. Consider what happened in the Garden of Eden before the fall of man. The great foe, Satan, approached mankind as a friend. With some soothing conversation he made, gullible Eve believed that he is helping her to become wise just like God. Lucifer succeeded in deceiving mankind, but whispering lies into her ears. The friendly approach is the best way of deceptive means to prey on innocents. If your enemy comes close to you with true identity, you will slam the door on him. So how would he approach you and get your attention? Exploit your weakness and capitalize on it. Now look at this and watch this. The enemy looking for a failure and destruction will come in form of this. He will come like a loving friend. He will come like an innocent child. He will come like a sick person. He even come like a madman. He will come like an aged old man or old woman. He can come like a beggar. He will come like a family. He will come like a brother. You will come like a sister. Of course, looking at what is being said in this scenario, you will know that all kinds of form make your enemy of progress harmless and trustworthy. Maybe you would also be interested to read an extension on how the devil coined himself into deceiving people. Your compassion, unguided thoughts, and impulsive decision can place you in a real big trouble. You may be entertaining a deadly enemy under the guise of a loving friend. That is why sometimes I say, I don't trust anybody, even myself. Not everyone who smiles with you is a friend, beloved. Leave a little secret to your life. Not everyone deserves to be your friend or know everything about you. The one who hurts you most is the one who is closest to you. And hence you have to be watchful. Know this: your success and happiness aggravate them. The hatred will become intense when they start seeing progress in your life. In the view of this, you must be vigilant when moving with people who claim they are happy for you. You have to be very careful with people who claim they are happy for your success. Enemies of progress becomes heavily offended anytime you make the slightest progress. Their conspiracies to cut you off will hurt you down. You are vulnerable to their crafty devices. Let God be your protector. Make use of that simple but powerful lever called brain. Beloved, use your brain when you are moving around with friends. Even in that company that you are, that they smile with you, that it seems they love you so much. Be careful. Be wise. Be wise like the serpent. Think twice before you allow people to have access to your private life and other secrets. Cross-check those forming part of your inner circle. Don't hesitate to weed out the bad nuts if you uncover them. They can be snakes in the grass. You can't read the secret motives of the guy sitting next to you on the same dining table. Only God can help you find out. Not everyone who shares presently with you likes you, beloved. Behind your back is full of evil thoughts. Enemies are everywhere, but you can't see all of them. However, implementing the right solution will shield your beautiful future life from possible destruction. You can deal with them effectively. Beloved, be warned. The enemy will come like a friend. The enemy will come like a sister. The enemy will come like someone who loves you, but all their intention is to harm you. Second Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9 to 10 says, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For the sake of Christ, then, I am content with weakness, insult, hardship, persecution, calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong." Beloved, let's be watchful. The enemy sits with you, he dines with you. The enemy sits with you, he dines with you. Beloved, enemies of progress are constantly working so hard to see you fail in your marriage. They want to see you fail in your business. They want to see you fail in your career. They want to see you fail in your education. They want to see you fail in every endeavor in your life. They wish for your failure. This puts you on a very hot seat Unless you keep them at base, success will barely last in your life. A good friend is a foreign word to our modern generation. It is pity to find out that you are surrounded by an uncountable number of enemies. Have you got people who hate you so much? Enemies of progress, I presume you respond yes. And they are a matter of concern. The truth is, as long as they put your life in jeopardy, you have to wake up. It is a matter of concern to figure out who your true friends are. And those kind of enemies of progress is undeniable true that every single human has enemies. They are everywhere, both within the spiritual realm and the physical world. This morning, I intend to draw our attention to one of the most astounding realities of life. Before we get through to this, you will have a proper understanding of why certain people work so hard to bring you down. Even if it takes their last penny to destroy you, they are will. They aren't fun to stay with. They are all enemies. Their happiness lies with your failure. You have a fragile human who is vulnerable to so many attacks. You might be seeking peace, but someone who has decided to stay and anyone else has conspired to destroy you and every good thing you have. At this age, don't tell me you are unaware that a person around you can be a friend. Your enemy is lurking in the darkness, waiting to partially harm you. The enemy is crafty. The crafty device of the evil forces, enemies and Satan himself. I want you to bear in mind that the moment you decide to worship God, you automatically become an enemy to Lucifer, who is the author of evil. For this matter, all the enemies of progress, fabricating lies and conspiring to see you suffer in life are agents of Satan. Ladies and gentlemen, we are already at war. It takes a diligent spiritual awareness to drive away all the enemies operating in the spiritual realm, as well as the physical realm. Beloved, when you wake up in the morning to even go out, when you dress, when you eat, people are enemy to you. I want you to be wise and be careful, because the devourer, the enemy, is all around you, waiting for you to fail so he can capitalize on it. One funny and pathetic thing about the nature of certain haters happen to be like this. Even if you have nothing variable in life, they wish for your failure and death. The question is, what have you done to them? Obviously nothing. Somebody wrote, there's a Washington saying, some demons will never like you because your spirit irritates their demons. It is very complicated and unimaginable trying to understand why people dislike you. You hold something precious. They hate to see it grow like a luminous light. They simply can't withstand its beauty. Just as I'm talking about enemies of progress who are full of hatred, jealousy, and anger, you need to know their tricks and how to sort them up. Perhaps you are making little progress in life. This is one serious thing they hate to see. The worst part is when you make huge monies, get a successful marriage, set a higher level in education, get a good job, run a successful career or business. They are a real problem. Satan has infiltrated them with envy, hatred, covetousness, and all the evil thoughts you could imagine. Break down with the power of God through prayers. Prayer is effective against enemies. Just know when to say them appropriately. It is your duty to fortify your personal boundaries. Don't let them infest you with their diseases. Yes, they are sick, like viruses found in a computer, posing serious threat to your life. Wise up and stay away from them. And if they bring it, one, know how to handle it with diligence and multiple ways. Your prayer, your attachment to the King of the universe, to our God, is very important. In your family, they don't want you to be successful. In the circle of your friends, they see you, they want you to fail. That madman that you intend to help may be an agent of Satan brought to you. There is an altar that is speaking evil about you. Beloved, you need to come off it. You need to clip yourself to God. Be rest assured, when you put your trust in Him, He's surely going to protect you. He's surely going to guide you in all ramifications. Beloved, don't be scared of the enemy. Though what they want is your failure, not success. But all God wants for you is to be successful and be successful in all you do. I still remain Apostle Philip NKANSAH, ever praying for you, ever encouraging you, knowing that the King of the universe is with you. Bye for now. Stay afloat. Be careful, for the enemy wants your failure and death. We shall meet another time.